right, what is up, my friends? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel. Today, what I've got is, obviously, you guys have caught on to my message lately. I want to share more personal stories. And so today we have another personal story. I think this one's by far the craziest one. When we first started talking, by the way, we kind of jumped in and started recording. We decided to re-record this again because I wanted it to, well, we both wanted it to be more clear and concise. Whereas the first time we recorded this, it was all over the place. So I just want to disclaim that this is our second time recording this data, just because my reactions won't be as pure as they were the first time, because it's our second time through. And secondly, the second point that I want to bring up is, neither one of us have to do this. And I'm not saying this to guilt you or anything. Why I'm saying this is because understand that, at Q's level, he doesn't have to talk about anything. He doesn't need to give out any of this information, and definitely I don't have to publish it. I could have just kept all this to myself, and I could have been like super selfish and just been like, oh, all the gems are mine now, right? And kept it for myself. But neither one of us are coming from that place. All of this with the current economic situation, inflation, all the other variables. I think it's more important now than ever for people to be sharing information, because we all need more right now, right? Wages, information, education, love, all of it. We all need more, I would argue, right now with what's going on. And so this is our way of doing that. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. And I really hope you guys get value from this conversation. Q, thanks for jumping out with me again. I really appreciate you, brother.
Well, thanks for having me for the second time. As we discussed before, I have been in this beautiful country since 2014. So it's like 8 years and a half.
Let's grab that piece for just a split second. So understand that unlike a lot of us who are born and raised in the United States, which does give you an edge, does give you an advantage with credit, with the bureaus, with how your credit profile looks, understand that his profile is going to get red flagged more than ours. Like, that should be obvious out of the gates. So he had an uphill battle. And so if you want to talk about overcoming adversity, blah, 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 like, he had it way worse than all of us, because he had to overcome and solidify his residency here first. And now he still has to overcome every time he puts through an application. To a degree, there are different flags or questions that come up for him than there will for you and me listening on this. So I just wanted to make that crystal clear, but go ahead.
100% agree. Everything you said is 100% legit, because probably you might be able to have a father who can add you like an authorized user, even if his credit card is like 2,000 or 3,000 a credit limit. It's still better than the way how I started.
Yeah.
So as I explained, like when I moved to the United States in 2014, I only had like 10K, like probably less than 10K, it's like 9K, 500. I went to Bank of America. I deposited this money. I just opened like checking and saving account. The guy, he was like an Indian banker. So he was like, why you didn't apply for a credit card? And I did. He applied for me. So I got lucky with unsecured credit card of a $700 credit limit. He explained to me that I would just use it and just pay it off. So he said it for me. He showed me how to set it like an auto payment and all those type of things.
Which is great. Like, you got lucky out of the gates that this guy helped you. Exactly. That's amazing.
Exactly. And especially I started with unsecured credit card with such a big bank like Bank of America. So I kept using that almost like for a year or two. I would say like 2014 and 2015. Then in mid of 2015, I opened a Discover credit card. And since then, I would say I used Bank of America, Discover card, and a Best Buy credit card, which has been a $3,000 credit limit since then.
Okay, so that's sandboxed. The Best Buy card is basically sandboxed.
Exactly. Since like from 2014 to April or May of 2020, I kept using Discover card, Bank of America credit card, and Best Buy credit card. The Best Buy one is kept like $3,000 because when I called, I asked if they would hard pull my credit card to increase my credit, and they were like, yeah, we do. So I have never requested, but when I called Bank of America and I called Discover, both were like, no sir, we only soft pull your credit. So I luckily could increase my Bank of America to a $70,000, 70, and Discover $47,000 by April 2020.
And so there's kind of two phases, and we talked about this before. There's your kind of pre-corona scores and your pre-corona journey, and then post. And I think this is true for a lot of people. So obviously we've got where you're at now, which is like 42, 43 cards. And I don't know what the score is sitting at now, but what was your FICOs and your Vantages sitting at before corona, when you were kind of doing this, let's call it the initial build out on your credit? Do you remember?
I did. 843.
That was before. Wow. Holy cow. Okay. All right, cool. Got it.
And that's like almost over 3. It's like 843, 841, 839. I remember this as I remember yesterday.
Yeah, which is like, I think some of the highest scores I've ever heard in my life.
Because I always pay on time. I always pay full. So, yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. So even right now, you've got 50K in Discover. That's on one Discover IT card, or do you have multiple cards now?
No, one it's 47 and another one's 3K.
Got it. So 2 cards. Okay. Let me just update
but
that.
One is like 3K.
Okay. I'm going to update this as you talk.
Sure.
2 cards.
They didn't even allow me to reallocating some credit limit because, you know, they have this bonus, like I can double the cash back for the first year. They didn't accept me to credit limit increase, and same to reallocating, probably because I applied for a Chase Sapphire at that time, and I kept using Chase Sapphire instead of Discover. So probably they didn't really see me using the card that much.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Discover does that. Like, you got to use it, and then they'll automatically just do credit limit increases, but they want to see, like many others, use it to even 70, 80, 90%, and then pay it down, use it, pay it down.
You know, even if you use it, trust me, like I hear this many times, most of the people, they say, hey, just use it like 50% or 60% of the limit. You know, when you have a limit of 70K and 47K, it's like mission impossible to use more than 5,000 or 10,000. No matter what your expenses are. For like, I'm talking about personal expenses. Other than if you are a crazy, and you know, most of us who's thinking about these things, they are not really crazy. I just use, like, as usual, like as a normal American, 2,000, 3,000 for each card, with covering all my expenses. Like my expenses, sometimes my family expenses. And that's the first part of the journey, which I believe it was a great base to build on.
I do too. Let me ask this. How many cards did you have pre-corona, like at the height of that first phase? So you had 3 cards.
3 cards.
And now how many do you have? I counted 42.
43.
Are you still at 43?
Remember, the one that the future one is not countable.
Yes, true. True.
I don't have a physical card for it.
Yeah, so 43 cards total. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to talk about in that kind of pre-corona phase?
My income, I would say my income was not really that huge. It was like around 120, 130. So some people say, well, you have to have $1 million. No, you don't.
What did you worked? Because I know a big piece of what you've done is you've got like 100K sitting in Bank of America right now. What did you worked your Bank of America balance up to? Do you remember?
Was like around 50K, because the first time ever I used like, you know, the cash advance, I used it on January of 2020. It was like 2 or 3 months prior Corona. I purchased an apartment, like the apartment was 250K, and I could get a loan of my credit with Bank of America was like, I remember was 50K. And because I got a cash advance of 49K, they immediately approved me to a 70K. So they wanted me to use the rest of the card. But when you do a cash advance and they transfer the money to your checking account, if you use the card even for $1, they will count the interest rate as a 17%. I didn't know that. I only purchased something for $21, and then I saw they charged me like $10, and I was like, why did they do that? And then they explained to me, hey sir, you were like under cash advance, and if you are on the cash advance, if you use the rest of the limit, then we're not gonna count it as a money, we're gonna count it as a cash advance. That gave me the red flag that I'm not gonna be able to use it as long as I get that loan. And I got super lucky. I got that loan. Even I had so much money on that, like my bank account. I get it on the right time. I invested on the right time. And I have been inflating as much as our dollar currency. That's all I can say.
Got it.
Got lucky.
Okay.
Got lucky with this. We're going.
Okay. Okay, cool. So do you want to jump into like kind of now post-corona, when I think this is the phase where you started to take it more serious with the credit game? Let's just say
100% agree. So what happened, I applied for a Chase Sapphire Preferred. You know, they had like these 70K points, 75K points. They had an offer of 60K points. I don't remember exactly, but I applied on April for a Chase Sapphire Preferred. I would say on October for CapitalOne. On November, I applied for American Express.
Okay, and that was your first time into the American Express ecosystem?
Exactly. I applied and I got approved for the blue preferred credit card.
I think now, maybe let's kind of grab these one by one. So BOA, you now have 4 personal cards and 2 business cards, right?
No. I didn't know about the business card. Even like I started having a business card in 2022.
Got it. Okay.
Now let us focus on the second part. Till 2021, the end of 2021, like the beginning of 2022, I only had 6 credit cards. The 3 credit card I had previous Corona plus CapitalOne, the Sapphire one, the Saver. I got approved for 10K. American Express. I got approved for 18,000, I don't remember. I have now 19,500. And the Sapphire Reserve, 17,500.
So you had 6 cards going into it.
Exactly.
And then 2022 hits. And then now we're up to 43.
Exactly.
Okay, I love it. I don't know where you want to start with that, but maybe if you want to walk us through that journey, how that all happened.
July of 2021. I applied on all big dogs like US Bank, Citibank, for Chase, Discover, and US Bank, and Wells Fargo. I all applied in 2 or 3 days and got approved for all. US Bank approved me with 10K, Citibank approved me with 8K, Chase approved me for 18,500.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I did at that time. And Discover only approved me for 3K. That's still August or September. And Apple Card approved me for 10K. Bank of America approved me for 21K. So on September of 2021, I had 91K with Bank of America. 19K plus 21K.
Okay.
Then when I'm done with September, I learned that as long as I'm an existing customer with American Express, they wouldn't really hard pull me again. As long as I'm an existing customer with it, all I need to do, apply for 2 credit cards within 90 days rule and charge card up to 10. And you know, as of now, I have a friend who has more than 10 charge cards, has like 12. So I could tell that someone existing in the planet has a 12 charge cards. I can tell myself I have 7 credit cards with American Express. So the rules that 5 credit card is not really existing anymore. I would say it's up to 7. But just make sure when you apply and they say, hey, there is a limit. And in fact, this limit's like the 90 days rule. So all I did, every 3 months, I applied for 2 credit cards. 2 personal, I got the personal Gold, Delta Gold, Business, Delta Gold. I got Hilton Personal, Hilton Owner's Business. Same to, recently I got Lois and Amazon and the charge cards. The charge cards, I received invitation email. I got the email I got with the gold 75K point, and for the platinum, I got the 125 points. And that was on November of 2021. At that time, that probably was the highest ever.
Yeah.
Because it was like, the normal was like 160. So I got 125 and 75.
Yeah, I remember everyone talking about the bonus points being nuts back then. Did you get all the charge cards from invite only or just in the beginning?
Just the beginning, just 2.
Okay.
The gold and platinum.
Got it. So then you knew, oh, okay, I can kind of go and start pushing charge cards too. Because you're kind of just bumping around trying to figure out what to do on all this. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I just referred my family, so brother, mother, and father. So far this year, 2022, I have gained 2K referral bonus.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. That's a nice little side hustle there.
Then I started with other like normal credit card, Gemini, PNC. I got approved for PNC 50,500 for 3 cards. 19,500. 19,000, 19,000, and 12,500. I started with a business checking account. Same thing happened to Gemini, GM. I have the personal and business. I got pre-approved for most of them. Bank of America treated me very well. They approved me for Spirit. They approved me for personal customized. They approved me for a customized business and an unlimited business. All those 4 happened by 3 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy. They were all by invite too?
No, it's not an invite. I applied by myself.
Got it.
Yeah. But they only hard pull me once. And the one that happened was the last one, the customized. Because they were a little bit, why did I apply for 4 cards by this short time?
Yeah.
And their maximum is 99,900. So, and in fact, they reallocated some of my credit limit I have on the travel card, which is 21K. So right now I have 70K in one card. I have 11K on the travel card. I have 10K on the travel, 11 on the customized, and 8,900 on the Spirit. And then I have 11,000 personal. So if I count the credit card, the personal is 430. The business is over 70. So as a credit card, if I count the personal and business, is $500,000.
Are we talking about just on BOA?
What does that mean?
Bank of America.
No, Bank of America is 111.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so Bank of America was 99,900 personal, or was that business?
Personal.
Okay, and then 11K on business, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I did have that correct. Okay, so their max exposure rate is just shy of 100,000 for personal. I didn't know that.
Only if you have a $10,000 with their bank investment, the one that has like a blue layer, the blue thing. They have an investment. I forgot what they called it.
So it's like it's like a platinum or something customer, basically.
That's if you have a more than 100K, and that has another trick. Like if you put 100K at the beginning of the year, and the system will trigger you as a platinum owners, then you can take the 100K somewhere else. Till the end of the year, they will not really take that status from you. Even if they say, hey, we check your status every 3 months. But then in fact, they will honor it for the end of the year. Then on the beginning of the year, they will keep sending you an email. Hey, we remind you, if you don't transfer the money, you will not enjoy the benefits. And then at that time, you return the money back. And you're gonna trigger again as a platinum status or platinum honor status.
I like that. Okay, cool. I like that. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think you're kind of going on to explain what you've now got with personal total and what you got with business total, right?
Correct. The personal is like 430, and the business around 70.
Okay, so we're at like almost 500.
Yeah,
well,
without counting the charge cards. I have 5.
Wow.
So like charge cards, each one they give me, if I use the spending power limit, they give me 40K for each one. Sometimes 50, sometimes 60.
So that's quite a bit. So you got 11 charge cards, right?
Oh no, I only have 5.
5. Okay. So let me fix that. So with Amex, how many charge cards and how many credit cards?
I have 7 credit cards and 4 charge cards.
Okay, 4 charge.
Correct. And 7 a credit card for our business, which the limit 55,000. One has 25, another one has a 25, and 2 only has 3K and 1,500. The personal almost 40K. 20.
Yeah, so you got almost 40K because the financial review or whatever is supposed to be somewhere between 35 to 40K personal that triggers or something.
Based of what I hear, shouldn't be more than 25 to 30K, but they have never reviewed my application. I always pay off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why would they? Why would they have the need? If you're always paying down, then there's no need. I think that more starts to apply to, I think the other variable that people haven't really caught on to yet is it's about how much balance you're keeping on the cards too. Because if you're at that number and you're keeping a higher amount of balance, then of course they're going to pull a financial review because they're like, wait a second, can this guy actually, service the debt?
Correct. And plus they give you like a really great targeted offer. Like they gave me a targeted offer for each charge card and one personal card. If I just activate, they called it like pay now, pay later. They called it something else. They called it probably pay over time. If I just activate it, I get 210 because they give me like 20,000 K points, and those 20,000 K points, I switch the point to Charles Schwab because I have the Schwab Platinum, and the rate is gonna be 1.1. So and in fact, the 200 is gonna be 210 or 220. Sorry.
Man, that's a whole nother conversation to talk about floating money in between all these accounts and getting yield on it. We'll save that for another time.
We go over the points, the Hilton owners. So the flights free, the hotels free, the food is free. Like I have the Chase, like just the Chase Reserve. So what you can do, there's a again, we both not really financial advisors. This is just our experience, and in fact, we do that. Like I have the Chase Reserve since March of 2022. Any restaurant worldwide, whether inside or outside of the United States, 50% discount. Any restaurant, any bar, any travel, any Airbnb, 50%. Just to use your points. The point, I transfer points from my brother, from my mother, from my father, and one time I reached over $1 million. I wish American Express had this feature, like you can transfer point.
I know, yeah, I do too.
That's just like, it's gonna be like unstoppable. American Express is number one.
Let me make a side note here. If you're listening along still and you're thinking, oh gosh, this is maybe a fluke, or you're trying to make an excuse for this story, for this journey, right? Understand that with no plan, kind of like off the cuff again, he went and did this and multiplied this same kind of strategy based off everything now he's learned and put together with his brother, with some friends, and they're getting even better results than he's gotten. So this is a duplicatable thing that he's doing. This was not luck. This was not some fluke. It was not because he's got 100K or whatever excuse that you can come up with. Understand that this is something that's duplicatable, which is why we're talking about it. So I want to note that, okay? Because at this point, I'm sure there's all kinds of excuses going through some brains right now.
Yeah, that's like I broke some rules, and in order to break the rules, you gotta accept the full risk you are taking. So like if I applied for 2 Chase business card in the same week, and I have done this twice for my brother and friend, this is a legit. There's no excuse. And both, they don't really have a business. When it's a doctor and when it's an engineer, they have great income, 120K, 350K, I agree.
The business type that you're applying for is mostly sole prop, right? This isn't LLCs
100%.
Well, there you go. And this is a strategy that's been used in the credit space for a really long time. Is that for whatever reason,
it's illegal.
A sole prop is you trading under your social security number, but as a business. So all that allows the creditor to do is extend you more credit, higher limits. And so that's really the whole point of doing it like that versus applying for yourself as a person. You're applying as yourself as a business.
Exactly. Like American Express, like 99% of the people right now, they still, even like a big people who are doing this for a living, they still stick that American Express only issue 4 lending cards or 5. No. I can guarantee you it's 7, and it has been done for more than 2-3 months.
Yeah, that's what everyone's like. You go look around, in the personal finance space, and everyone's like, oh, 4 or 5 credit cards max on the Amex side.
Same thing to Bank of America. They all, hey, Bank of America has 724 rules. No. I opened more than 35 accounts for the past year, and they still get me approved for 2 personal and 2 business within a month.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I think they're more like boundaries, and people start treating them like they're rules and set in stone and can never change. And I think that's a mistake. I think that's a bad way to look at it. They're more 100%. Like movable boundaries.
100%. It's going to be up to your income. It's up to your spending. It's up to your debt. It's a way more. And as you explained in your video today, it's to be smart enough to give them what they want, and you get what you want.
Yes.
As simple as that.
Yes.
You
have to look at this
as down correctly today.
Yeah, it's a transaction. Most people don't look at it like that because, again, a lot of people still looking at this like it's free money. It's not. This is a transaction. And you're trying to get what you want, and the bank's trying to get what they want.
Every time you swipe that card, this bank makes money. That's the main source to generate the money.
Yes.
I'm an investor. I know how to read the balance sheet. So this is the main idea to make the money, especially with like American Express, because they are not just a bank. They are a bank and issuer, same thing to Discover.
Yeah.
Same thing to the big dogs like Chase and others. Then when you're done, like the biggest mistake I made on my journey, I was supposed to take care of Chase. Like just an example, now we as a family has a team Chase credit card. Like every month, I get $180 a credit from GoBuff. I have a 3 years DoorDash. I have a year of Instacart. Instacart and Chase gives me a credit of $15 each month for myself, $15 for my brother every quarter, and $10 for my mother and father every month for each card. So count this, how much money. Plus the 50%.
Across 18 cards. Oh my God.
And they are all in one account of GoBuff. I only make it, like I place 18 orders a month. I seriously do.
Yeah, it's free food.
It's till end of 24. You can count how much money. Same thing to DoorDash. DoorDash, they give me $5 every month. Instacart, they give me $15 every month. And there's a trick. There's an amazing trick with Chase. Like what you can do, you can upgrade and downgrade your product. Okay?
Okay.
So like when on May or June, I had a Chase Freedom Flex. I upgraded that card to Chase Reserve. So what they did, they allowed me to receive a $300 a credit, the travel credit, till October 4th. After October 4th, I will receive another $300. So instead of receiving a $300 for the first year, I will receive a $600 plus a membership of a DoorDash plus a $5 monthly. I can use it once a quarter. So every $15, I can use it once a month. Plus, there's an app called Shipped. It's like an Instacart. It's like you can get all delivery things for free as long as you use a Chase Reserve. They give me that for free for 3 years. DoorDash for 3 years. Now, I just received an email today. Instacart, a free membership for a year plus $15 each month as a statement credit. Plus the GoBuff. Plus they give me the news, not New York Times. There is another big news app, another New York Times. They give me a membership of a year. So if you count all that, plus the 50% of the food, of the Airbnb, of the travel, the card worth ton of money. And I'm
crazy.
I'm not paying, by the way, I'm not paying $550 an annual fee because I'm using my points. If you use your points, you will only pay $37K. So, and in fact, my annual fee is $370, and I'm getting all that.
Yeah, you're paying that with points. How many cards do you just have with Chase? So the whole family has 18. How many do you have?
Me, it's only 3.
3. Okay.
Advantage with the family. Brother has a 7. And father has a 4 and 4. So we total have 17. Yeah, 4 and 3. So total as a family, we have a 17 credit card. Typically 19 is not 17 because 2 Amazon, and both Amazon don't have a GoBuff offer.
Yeah. But those have really good offers. Let's not forget those on Prime Day just had a pretty good offer. I think it was like minimum of 6% you got.
Oh right? No, you just open, like I opened an Amazon card for my father and mother. Each one got $200.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing. They did nothing. Plus,
I think the next one will probably be the next big day will probably be Black Friday, Cyber Week. You'll probably get a bunch more rewards on those cards again then.
Exactly. Yeah. And plus all that, something else, like next year, what I'm going to do with my Chase Reserve, I will downgrade the card to Chase Freedom or Chase Freedom Flex and upgrade my Chase Unlimited and get the $600 again. Yeah. When you have a multi-product, you have no issue to upgrade and downgrade. At third
as long
year,
as they keep allowing it.
They do. If they don't allow me to do, then I will do it with my brother, and then I will do it with my mother. I will do it with my father, and just transfer my point to them and use their card. Who cares?
Yeah.
As long as you know the rules, and it's not really difficult. If I were able to do it, I believe everyone would. I can't tell you I'm not genius, but I'm 100% not stupid.
Yeah, of course. It's like you just know the rules and how to play them.
Exactly.
So it's like, that's it.
Exactly. I agree.
All of you watching this, if you got specific questions or if you want us to drill down, like we didn't even get into the Chase goodness. If you want us to drill down into specific topics, what we're going to do is let's put it up for vote. Based on the comments, that's how we're going to do this. So if we get 10 comments that say Chase, we're going to drill down into Chase. If we get 10 that say, Amex or whatever, like that's how we're going to do this. Is it's you get to vote on this based on what you're going to comment, say you want to see more of, but be specific. Like we want more Bank of America, Amex, Chase, whatever. Like
a PNC as well.
Like that in the comments. Let's do it like that.
Yeah, and I have a PNC as well.
Yes, I know. Yeah, and then the PNC, 3 cards, 50,500. So whatever you guys want to do and drill down into, let us know, and then hopefully I can get Q to come back and we can do something there, or maybe we'll have some fun and jump on a live stream. I think that'd be cool too. But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching this. Comment below and then like this video, share it out. That's how we get more people to view this. It really is that stupid and simple. Is that's how the algorithm works now. And then if you like this sort of content, stick around, hit the subscribe button, bell notification, turn it to all, and be on the lookout. More videos coming soon. See ya.